Well, Andrew, a couple weeks ago we had your former teammate from the Bruins, Johnny Boychuk, on, and he was explaining to Strudwick what it's like to lift a Stanley Cup. Can you give your explanation so that he can maybe have a glimpse of what it's like?
That's mean.
Ouch, that it hurts.
Yeah, I just rub it in. Poor guy.
So it feels pretty good then?
It feels really, really good. It's like the best thing ever. But I mean, I don't know. Like I've lost them too, right? So I think that when you do win, I lost first and then won and then lost another one. So like, as great as it feels to like hold it and like pick it up and win it, like the feeling of losing is like stronger. Like it's worse. So if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it's I try to focus on the good one. It's amazing, but like at the end, it's just almost like relief and just like satisfaction, and you kind of get your focus back, for the next season. I think pretty quick, because you're just kind of in sociopath mode where you don't want any emotions or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about as far as the bond established between teammates on a Stanley Cup winning group?
Well, winning group, yeah, but also teams that go deep. I mean, we had really tight bond in Calgary the year we lost. Some of the guys, remain really close friends, but it is special, like when you win, obviously. The parties afterwards, get some great stories.
Yeah.
So you can get really tight.
Why? What happens there?
We just get together and go for golf.
Chip and dip party.
We do closest to the pin competitions.
Golf shows. Yeah, a lot of golf shows.
No, I mean, it's incredible. I mean, you just kind of all in the same situation. Everybody's hurting. Everybody's dreamt about it their whole life. And then, to experience something like that together, it's yeah, I mean, it just makes you giddy. Everybody's just like little kids. Doesn't matter if they're the rookie or if it was like Mark Recchi. Everybody was just in the same boat, being so excited. And yeah, it's just something that your brothers forever.
You're on the other side of that now, where you're starting from scratch essentially, and you're in the rebuild mode, and you're leading the ship on this one to be able to get all these young guys on the same page, to let them learn what it's like to actually get to that pivotal moment. What's that like for you now to be able to, to try to convey that?
Well, I think it's obviously a change where you have to almost take a couple steps back and remember, how the foundation was built on some of those good teams, and what kind of attitude you did have. Because once you're on a good team and you're kind of rolling along, you tend to forget, what it took to build the foundation of that, because it just becomes a well-oiled machine, right? And so I think last year was almost at certain parts of the season, it was almost take a couple steps back and remember, what built that foundation, like what attitudes, what things did we have to learn before we got to the more advanced stuff, I guess. And so I think that we took steps towards the end of the year to do that. I mean, I think that the foundation of all those good teams I ever played with was the bond that you had with each other, but that bond was only created because you were all kind of in the battle together, and you could totally rely on each other, and you had like this attitude of us against everybody else. And so I think that that's what we're trying to obviously do now is toughen the group up. You got to be so strong mentally to even make the playoffs, let alone to do anything once you get there. And then that just creates that special bond that those teams need.